Welcome back to Coach Factory. This is Kathy. And if you are new here, Coach Factory is a channel where we talk about your coaching business and how to make more money, have more fun, save more time, and just have a better business that serves you rather than just another job. You know how it is. You start a business and all of a sudden you're operating the business and it's almost like having a job. It's like you're working for your own business rather than running your business. In order to run your business, you have to be strategic. You have to make quality decisions that serve who you are and what it is you were put on this earth to do. So let's talk about pricing. How do you communicate pricing to your customers and your prospects? Well, there are two schools of thought. One is to be upfront, put your pricing directly on your website, be very, very clear that there is an investment involved. And then there are other coaches where they have discovery calls and pricing happens behind the scenes. It doesn't happen until you actually talk to a prospect. So when do you use each strategy? Well, you have to understand that the intention behind the decisions that you make color that decision. If you are hiding your pricing because you feel insecure about your pricing, because you feel like maybe you're not charging the right price, you don't want to scare anyone away, if you have fear coloring your decision, or maybe you don't have confidence in the results that your clients are going to get, so you want to talk to them first before you start negotiating a price. Or maybe you are so confident that you put your pricing on your pricing page and you're very clear about the investment involved. Well, let's think about the psychology of this, not only from our prospect standpoint, but from our own as coaches. You have to have a clear intention around the prices that you charge, about what you believe and know that your value is to your prospects. You have to have clear confidence in the results you're going to help your clients achieve. Once you have that confidence, it doesn't really matter whether or not you're putting it on your site or not, but we'll talk about that too. But first of all, make sure that you have the right intention behind the decision that you're making. If you're hiding pricing because you feel insecure, then that is going to color everything that is happening in those initial touch points. Almost like your prospective clients can intuit what is going on with your prices not being clear. That intention is going to color all of your copywriting. It's going to color all of your emails. Before you even start to think about the pricing on your site or in a sales conversation, you have to get really clear about what you are doing, the results your clients are getting. You have to build your confidence around that, and you have to infuse everything that you're doing with that confidence. If you're not feeling that confident, you need to find a way to find that within yourself and really feel clear and clean about what it is that you're charging, because that is going to color everything. Now, when I first started coaching, I had a sales conversation. Somebody reached out to me, a friend of mine, and said, I really want to hire you for coaching. And I was not clear. I had still not gone through my entire analysis of what I was going to charge, and I could not have a clear and clean conversation with my friend who loves me and wants to hire me. I could not have that conversation because I wasn't being strategic, I wasn't being confident, and I wasn't understanding my value. What am I going to really do for this person? I was clear and confident in the processes I was going to use. I was clear about the coaching, but I wasn't clear about how do I tie a dollar value to that. I had to go through the strategic analysis of what that meant. Once I did that, I set my prices, and then I took a step back and I actually raised them because I was really starting to see some clear results with the clients that I was working with. Those results made me more confident in what I was able to deliver for my future clients. So my pricing actually went up. I actually do have pricing listed on my website because I do feel clear and confident. And I also don't want to have sales conversations with people who don't understand the investment that they need to make in order to have even a singular coaching call with me. There is an investment of time, there is an investment of money, but the results that they're going to get are going to be far superior than what they are investing. The return is definitely going to be there. I have my confidence, I have my pricing, and so it is on my site. So the benefits of really putting pricing on your site is that it filters out the people who are just kicking the tires and maybe thinking about it. Maybe they saw a piece of content that you had published and they're like, that sounds interesting and this sounds like it's speaking to me. But they're just kicking the tires. They're not really serious. For people to get serious, they have to invest money, they have to invest time, and they have to invest action. And one of the ways that they do that is by hiring a coach that will help them get those results. So they need to be able to make that decision, and I want that to be perfectly clear. It pre-qualifies everyone that reaches out. They know what the pricing is, they know what the investment is. So if they're reaching out for a conversation, for a sales call with me, I know they at least know that they are going to be making an investment for the results they're going to get, and I don't have to have that conversation all the time. Also, when I have a sales call, not only do I explain to them that this is the investment for coaching, I like to sweeten the deal then. I also throw in some of my courses, some of my programs, some of my downloads that I would normally charge for. I throw those in and sweeten the deal so it feels like they're really getting value. They've already pre-qualified themselves. And then I throw in all of these extra things. They can do the math in their heads and see that they are getting a ton of value for their investment of coaching. Now, there are a lot of larger coaching programs, some of the big names in coaching that don't explain the investment up front. They have a longer sales process and they are very clear. They have a number of people who are doing these sales calls. They have pre-printed materials that outline what the investment is all about and what all of the benefits are. They hold this information back because they know it is going to be sticker shock to a lot of people. Now, if you are selling very premium, very customized, very tailored coaching, it might make sense for you to withhold your pricing and to create a specific proposal for someone's specific problem and really personalize that for them. For clients that come to me with problems that require long-term solutions, that is the route that I go. If somebody is looking for something longer than a 6 months engagement, that is personalized, that's tailored. That is going to require a great commitment from them and a great commitment from me. So I want those proposals to be very tailored to the person that I am talking to. There's nothing that's pre-printed. I am customizing a program specific for them. I am also sweetening the deal. I am giving them everything that I have in terms of my programs, my courses, and they also get access to me at all hours. They get my cell phone number. I become their new best friend. I am then there to help them achieve their long-range goal. I become a partner with them and a cheerleader. I become their coach. I am there for them in a very personalized way. I'm curious from you, how do you communicate your prices to your clients, and what strategies do you have in place that inform those decisions? Tell me in the comments down below, how did you choose your pricing communication strategy? Do you have your prices listed on your website? Does that work for you? Do you feel like it's filtering out a lot of conversations that could turn into sales calls? Or are you investing in those sales calls and knowing that you're not going to close most of them? Now, I was talking to one coach who had a very high conversion rate. She was getting referrals. She didn't have her pricing on her site, but because her referrals were so strong, her close rate was over 90%. Almost everyone that talked to her hired her. So she wasn't explaining all of her prices, but she was willing to have all of those sales conversations because she knew she was going to close those people. She knew that the referrals that were coming to her were going to be of high quality. They were already pre-qualified just by the people that were referring to her. So she decided not to list her prices, and it's working very well for her. What is your strategy? What's working for you? Are you outlining your prices on your website? If so, does that work? If not, maybe you should try it. Have you experimented? I would love to hear from you. Drop some comments down below, and we will see you next time on Coach Factory.